there's ever been a more important year for us to have a client event around the holidays, Martin.
We've done this for years. The clients come into the lobby, and we talk to them, we greet them. We've got hot cider and donuts and the whole 9 yards. And so this year the debate was, what do we do? I thought that a lot of clients wouldn't show up, but it was amazing. Almost everybody showed up.
You always make sure that it's got a return on investment, right, in the end, because otherwise we're out of business. People are very zoomed out. So we're looking for that fine line of engaging and bringing some comfort and cheer, but not doing the same old thing everyone's doing all workday.
Do that. We have people drive 30 miles, 60 miles to come pick up that pie.
This is exactly where this company shines. The network is so large. You get to do the R&D, the rip off and duplicate. That's my favorite. Welcome back to another episode. We've got a weekly update with Martin Bouma of the Bouma Group Realtors. Hi, Martin. How are you?
Hi. How you doing, Danielle? Really good. Tired.
Yeah, me too.
Yesterday, handing out 500 pies. So.
Woo woo. So for those of you watching, we are shooting this the day before Thanksgiving 2020. And I don't know if there's ever been a more important year for us to have a client event around the holidays, Martin.
Yes, exactly. It's been very different this year. It's because we've always literally we've done this for years where clients come into the lobby, and we talk to them, we greet them. We've got hot cider and donuts and the whole 9 yards. And so this year the debate was, what do we do? Because obviously we can't have that many people in our lobby at the same time. Plus, I couldn't have my whole team running around like busy bees, or organizing the pies and doing all that kind of stuff. So we made some changes and decided to do it outside. And we ordered a tent, and we got a heater, and we had Zingamans bring the pies once again, and we limited it to 2 pies, so it was easy. We took over the whole parking lot and just had the cars come through like a drive-through, and it was actually it was an awful lot of fun. It only took 3 team members to do this. It didn't take all 10, and so we were able to keep socially distanced. And I thought that a lot of clients wouldn't show up, but it was amazing. Almost everybody showed up, and it was a great way for us through the car to say hi to everybody. And so we made it through that holiday season, able to continue our tradition of giving out pumpkin pies.
So I want to clarify something because I know you said limited to 2 pies. What you meant was 1 pie per person, but 2 flavors, right?
Yes.
Choices.
No,
yeah.
Good point.
And then the other thing that I want to ask you is, what role has client events served in your business? I mean, obviously you don't make decisions lightly, and you always make sure that it's got a return on investment, right, in the end, because otherwise we're out of business. So let's talk about what's the role of the client event for you?
What it does, especially when you're as big as I am, when you're smaller, you have the ability to, even personally visit everybody if you want to. Like, I can remember the old days, we used to literally deliver wreaths, Christmas wreaths to people, to their houses. It would take us a day or two. But when you get really big, you can't do that anymore. So an event like this, it allows us to just be face-to-face with people that we haven't seen. Sometimes we haven't seen for years, right? And it's just a great connection point. And like I said, yesterday we had 500 people come through. And it's busy and it's intense, but it's a lot of fun, and people are so incredibly appreciative. I mean, it's amazing how it's a $14 pie, right? But it's just taking the effort to do that. We have people drive 30 miles, 60 miles to come pick up that pie. So it's a combination of them seeing us in the pie, and I don't know, it's just a great connection point.
I almost wonder if it's turned into a family tradition for some folks, like every Christmas Eve. Yeah, I come from an Italian family, right? So Christmas Eve is our day, and we have Feast of the Seven Fishes. And then, of course, I'm a transplant, so I moved away from all of that. And so I made sure that every Christmas Eve morning, we go to Monahan Seafood down in Carytown. We pick up our order of our fresh seafood. We bring it home, and my kids watch me cook, right? And the reality is that, that's our tradition. But in a way, if people have come to you year over year for their pie, it's almost like going to Monahan Seafood to get the seafood. It's a new tradition.
No, that's a good story. No, it's very true. We have people say, Martin, you know what? Because I've been doing this for I don't even know how many years anymore. Yeah, there are people that is part of their tradition. They pick up their pie on their way to wherever they're going, right? It's so yeah, very much so.
That's awesome. Okay, so typically, I know you guys have done tailgates. You've done delivering wreaths. You've done pie events. So you guys are big on white glove service and client events. Can we talk a little bit about what conversations have you and your team started to have this year about how do we turn these events virtual or touchless? And also people are very zoomed out. So we're looking for that fine line of engaging and bringing some comfort and cheer, but not doing the same old thing everyone's doing all workday.
Right. One of the things we're going to be doing is we always have a movie night. We started that tradition also. And of course we can't do that this year. So we're going to do an outdoor movie night. And you can actually rent these great big outdoor screens, and we're just going to find a field somewhere. Someone's, that's our project this spring. We're going to set up this great big screen and have a movie night. So it's going to be a drive-in. People come with their cars, and we'll have tables of all kinds of candy and popcorn when they come in, and they can sit in their cars and watch the movie just like the old days. And so we've talked to someone who has done that. So we're just going to duplicate what they've done. And so that's one thing we're going to try. And then the other thing, like the tailgate, obviously we're hoping that by that time, the vaccine will be around enough to where we can start going back to doing that. I'm not sure that we can, but I'm scrounging the internet for ideas. You know what I mean? So, because there's we're all in this together. So it's like an outdoor movie theater. I got that idea from somebody in Gary's Top 100 group, right? And so I'm just watching what other people are doing.
And honestly, I mean, I hate to toot the KW horn, but it's so easy to in this situation because this is exactly where this company shines. The network is so large that you can go onto Facebook, the Bold Pivot Facebook page, command your conversion, team leaders making it happen. You can go into any of those groups, post the question, hey, what are you guys doing for, let's say, a market center holiday party? What are you doing this year? And you get like 100 ideas, and you get to leverage you get to do the R&D, the rip off and duplicate. That's my favorite.
Exactly. Yeah, and we also do a lot of other things that that don't require large groups. Like on birthdays, you always send a birthday card that I sign with a gift certificate for two Washington Dairy ice cream cones.
Oh, I love that.
And so we've done that for years, and that's something that you can continue to do during the COVID-19.
Well, and let me ask you then, how does that impact your relationship with local businesses like Zingerman's and Washington Dairy?
Oh, we've got great relationships with because that's we do a big order with 500 pies is a big order. Washington Dairy, likewise, right? They're around the corner from us. We have a great relationship with them. A lot of times at the end of the day, they'll bring us the donuts that were left over from the day, whatever, it's like, so yeah, that was great.
Well, you guys are right around the corner too, so that's quite nice.
That's true.
I have a question for you. How are you making sure that, or maybe you're not, like when you give your pies away, for example, is there a sticker on there with your business information? Do you have a script you use to remind them, if we can help you, let us know. What do you guys do?
Yeah, we try to do, one year we had put this card asking, thanking them for the business and referring me that, this is not, we don't want this to be anything about business, just thank you very much, right? So we took that attitude. And all we do have a little sticker we set on the bottom, the bottom who wishes you a happy Thanksgiving.
Right, which is all you really need, right? You're just reminding them that you're there.
Right. Yeah, so we thought, let's not make this about marketing or whatever. This is just our way of saying thank you to our clients.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So going back to the birthday card thing, and then I think we'll wrap up and get started for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Back to the birthday thing. I heard an idea once and I loved it. It was that you find out the marriage anniversary in the database, and then you set a reminder for like the first of the month of the wedding anniversary, and you send the husband a text message.
Yes,
Hey, just a reminder, you've got 3 weeks to get your wife something really special. You're welcome in advance, Danielle,
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that because it is interesting how many men just forget, right? It's, there's a lot of things like that you can do that are just like, even for referrals, like, whenever there's a referral, we send them a Zingerman's gift basket, and those are impressive. It's just all those little touches, right? That you don't have to do something really big. It's just these little touches all throughout the year that really make, that's what it's all about.
I love the idea of positive reinforcement for the referrals, especially like, you always have that client that sends you like 5 or 6 referrals. That's huge. That's a huge amount of money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very much so.
Fantastic. One note on that I did learn from Jenny Wolick out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She takes those folks who are like, they really sing her praises and they bring her multiple referrals, and she puts them in what is a closed Facebook group, and she calls it like the Wolick Group Rock Stars.
Yeah.
And she gives all her special deals and inside, tips to them, and really nurtures that relationship and makes them feel special.
Well, there are people, they have what they call the VIP club, right? And then I know some of my friends actually they get discounts from businesses and stuff like that. And, trying to make it a membership card, right? That's a great idea. Great idea.
Yes. Lots of fun stuff came out of this. Thank you so much, Martin. I really appreciate your time today. And I wish you and Brian and the kids a very happy Thanksgiving.
And likewise to you and everyone else. All right. Take care.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Always do. Did your mother do that? Mother things, especially on church, when it says your marriage.
It sounds like something I would do with my 2 little ones.